Sparking Zero has had the entire planet hyped for its release, and to be honest, I believe that this has to be one of the most hyped games in the last decade. But what about a month after release? Is this game all it's hyped up to be? Well, I'm going to start with this. I've already made my mind up. I love this game despite all of the issues. I think it's contender for Game of the Year, if I'm being totally honest, like, so serious. If it's going to win it, it's definitely going to be contender for it. But let's talk about what I love about this game, and then we're going to get into the issues. One thing I love about this game, it totally delivers on what it offers and what the developers said that they want to give us, which was a nostalgic series, but it's modern. When you play as these characters, you feel like the characters. Each character is very unique. Like, you play as Broly, you feel like Broly. You play as Goku, you feel like Goku. You play as Majin Buu, you feel like Majin Buu. Now, with that being said, because of that, some characters are a bit more unbalanced than others. Now, this is the part where we get into the issues. One of the main issues is the fact that there are some characters that can just straight up blitz you and destroy you without barely trying. I even hopped on a couple games as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I literally let the guy beat me up for the first few seconds, and then I actually started trying, and I literally took one hand off of the controller and kept pressing X, the neutral attack button, and I finished him just that easily. Well, characters like this, right, they also have things like auto sparking after image strike that lasts for 15 freaking seconds. If you guys ever been in an actual real fight or like a boxing match, I used to do martial arts when I was younger. 15 seconds of a fight is a fucking long time. Imagine you're in the fight and you literally cannot touch the guy for 15 fucking seconds. Characters like Super Vegito should not have that. Granted, it probably does represent his character well for him to be such a powerful character, but if you're going to do that, lower the after image strike to like 5 seconds maybe, because it gets to the point where, yes, it's cool as fuck to have these overpowered unbalanced characters, but it gets to the point of abuse when you get after image strike spammers. A character like Kid Goku, he has after image strike, but it's valid on that character to have it for 15 seconds or so because he's incredibly weak compared to a character such as Super Vegito. You understand what I'm saying? So when you have these characters that are overpowered, meaning they hit hard as hell, they can evade you for 15 seconds straight, you can end the fight in 15 seconds. And a lot of them have auto sparking techniques. It's a losing battle. There are ways to counter these things, such as if you see someone spamming after image strike, just keep blasting them. You might run out of ki and then they might catch your ass, or just grab them, or use perception to get them off of you. You feel me? But what happens when you've run out of options and they catch you on like a bad rotation of your skills, and now you have no defense, this after image strike, and they have free reign to just pummel you and pound you into the fucking ground? You understand what I'm saying? Unbalance is fine, yes. Having strong characters is good, but there has to be a way to counter it. If you and I both have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and I'm actually good at the game and you're bad, this is just an example, you might be better at the game than me, I can destroy you easily. But let's say I'm good at the game, you're still bad at the game. I choose someone like, let's say, Ultimate Gohan or End of Super Goku or End of Z Goku, right? A character like that, probably like A tier character. If I choose one of those characters and I go up against you who are bad, if you get one good combo, you kick me up in the air, you do your ultimate, I am freaking dead. Skill be damned, it does not matter. And I feel as if one of the main issues with that is the fact that you have these bad players that get to Z rank, and they really do not deserve it. I mean, let's be frank. That brings me to the community aspect of it. There are some great guys in the community. You understand what I'm saying? Some guys, they just straight up, they spam and abuse their way to the top using a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. a Super Vegito with After Image Strike, or maybe even a Broly with Unblockables. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't sit up here and pretend like you're good at the game. Like, don't even, bro, cut that shit out. I actually came up against a guy who I thought he was ass because he was using a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, and it seemed like he just kept using the same moves on me over and over and over again. And it seemed like I just could not counter it at all. He messaged me and he was like, GG's, bro. And I was like, fuck you, you fucking suck. I didn't say fuck you, but I wanted to say fuck you. Anyways, I said, you fucking suck. And he was like, oh yeah, run it. I'll choose somebody else. We run it again. He beat my ass with another character. Now, here's the good part. Not everybody who uses a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or Super Saiyan Blue is bad, or an NY Goku, a top tier character. Let's just say that. If you use a top tier character, you are not necessarily bad. It's just when you spam and you abuse it. So I played against this guy as other characters, and he beat me a couple times. I beat him a few times as well. But what I learned from that is that after speaking to him and talking to him about like, dang, I was like, yeah, man, I was just frustrated when I see that Gogeta, because every time I run into them, they do the same shit over and over again. And it's so easy for them to beat me. They're so much faster and stronger. And he told me he feels the same way. And he only really resorted to using a Gogeta because once you get to a certain part in the ranks, after like rank B4, B5, it stops being fun because that's literally all you run into. Let's say you work your way up real good, like you really tried your hardest, and now you just come up against 5 Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta straight. You're fucking S level, now you're fucking B level because they all just straight wrecked you with no skill. You feel me? After playing with this guy that I met, he actually made me better because once I hopped back into ranked, I was whooping ass. That's the good side of the community. When you find guys who are actually good, you can actually learn from them and get better. On top of that, you guys already have something in common. You guys love Dragon Ball. That's the thing that brings us all to this game in the first place. Now, the bad side of the community are the abusers and the spammers in the community. Their only goal is to fucking win. That's all they want to do. They don't care about playing as their favorite character. They don't care about having fun. They will sell their soul just to win. They'll use the most cheesiest characters ever. I came up against multiple Dr. Willows and Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas. I came back and I destroyed those guys. Destroyed them. And it was fun. But it wasn't fun because I had to like lock the fuck in, you know what I mean? So that's the good side and the bad side of the community. Good side is you may meet some friends out there that might make you better at the game. Bad side is you might run into someone who doesn't deserve a Z rank or a S rank or the rank that they're in. They might beat you just straight off of button mashing and spamming. And that's something they really should fix, because every now and again I will run into a guy. I might lose the first match, second match, I start whooping that ass. I'm about to win. They just straight up rage quit. I guess they do that to protect their rank, but at the same time, what happened to having fun? You win some, you lose some. That's how ranked works. If you quit every single match to protect your rank, then how's the game fun? Winning all the time is boring. You know what I mean? You gotta lose some for you to give you that drive to keep going and keep playing. So what are my solutions to this problem? I'm not gonna just sit up here and complain and talk about all the issues. I said it before in the beginning of this video. I love this game. Sometimes I really have trouble getting off of this game. My solutions are: don't nerf the characters. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. People are gonna complain. What we can do is make it a bit more balanced. Make the most powerful characters counterable. Make it easy for us to be able to counter them, because a lot of people abuse it. One way you can do that is increase the time that it takes a skill point to gather on a top tier character such as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Vegito, or other characters that often abuse those things. A character like Kid Goku, I would keep him the same because he actually needs After Image Strike because he's a weaker character. And that way, it will make things a lot more balanced and make it easier for a person who likes the main Kid Goku to compete with a Super Vegito. Or, and this is another thing we could do, when you're in ranked, you could just place all these characters who like to spam in lobbies with other spammers. That way, they will get fucking sick of that shit. Another good solution would be to, if you don't want to nerf characters or even like make them balanced, what you could do, let's say I don't want to fight any giants, I don't want to fight any Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas or any Gogetas or any Super Vegetos, I just want to fight everybody else on a roster. What if we make a ranked mode where you can select characters that you don't want to fight against? That way, when it comes to searching for your opponent, you'll find an opponent that's not the selected characters that you don't want to fight. That's another solution. My fourth solution, I think I'm on number 4 by this point, is to give penalties to the guys who are rage quitting. It is not fair that they get to spam and then protect their rank by rage quitting the game, while us who actually play the game, we're basically getting penalized indirectly because we gain nothing and we lose everything. And honestly, I think that should have been something that should have been in ranked in general. If you have a ranked mode, you should get penalized for leaving mid-match, period. That's in any competitive game at all. What's next? The next things that Bandai can do is implement any of these solutions. Any of these solutions will work. And I think that implementing these type of solutions wouldn't hurt the game per se. The only thing it would do is it would weed out those people who only play as characters like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or Super Vegito because they're OP. You know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or Gogeta in general is my favorite freaking character. But, you know, when you play as Gogeta so much and you win every single match with ease, it just gets boring. It's not fun anymore. You're barely trying and you're not really training your skills. That's the whole point of a video game, is like to train your skills and get better. You can't get better if you're always playing as an OP character. What is the next steps that Bandai can do to fix this? Well, like I said, they can implement some of these solutions. Any of them will work. It would just weed out those guys, those bad actors, those abusers of the system, and it would make the game more fun overall and improve the community. So in conclusion, I freaking love this game, and I think it's idiotic to say that this game is just flat out bad, but like any game, it has issues. You know what I mean? Some guys are on the internet saying that you're an idiot for playing this game or buying this game. Honestly, I'm gonna say fuck them, because the guys who sit up here and complain about every single thing and can't find nothing to like about a game, are they really gamers? Are they really gaming channels? You know what I mean? Like, they're just getting paid to hate. You feel me? So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace.